Hey everybody, Agmats here. Now, I wanted to talk about this because I didn't get the opportunity to yet, but this is actually in defense of the Tyrion pendant. I actually didn't get to talk about it, and I want to talk about its uses and what it does and how to effectively use it, because I see a lot of people calling it pretty mid and there's no point in using it, and why would I ever want to put this on? I'm just going to put on my confessors, but I want to show you how to effectively use this because I think this is actually a very powerful tool, and in the right circumstances, it can be definitely your best getaway tool and like impossible for your allies to catch it, right? So let's actually look at the effect. It says right here that the feather fall effect prevents falls from damaging you after a sufficient amount of damage has been resisted. The pendant will go inactive and require time to recharge, right? So as you can see here, I've been given this build, and this build actually has Cammy, right? A perfect example of what will happen in ganks is that a lot of times people will have a bunch of like track star mantras, I like to call it, things that like prevent fall damage on the way down, something like wind passage or astral wind, right? Or they're just going to have some form of no fall that prevents them from taking damage. So actually I want to go ahead and show it off here. So as you can see, right, if I put this on and I jump all the way down here, I'm going to land right here. As you can see, I barely took any damage, and I'm able to Cammy right away and escape from the situation if I was getting followed or chased. And in my opinion, this is the strongest usage of this pendant, for example, right? So there is actually the downside of it like breaking, right? And what happens when it breaks is that it actually gets what is it called, put on a pretty long cooldown. So we're gonna actually go back to the top. I'm just gonna showcase how many times you could probably take like a big fall. All right, we're gonna do another jump all the way down here. And that's another fall. Barely took any damage once again. Do another fall all the way from the top again. And as you can see, now the feather fall activates, and it's actually active for about 10 minutes. I know the destroyment makes it a little bit hard to see, but yes, that is only a 10-minute cooldown for something that essentially you're not going to need to use constantly. And so once it's off cooldown, if you manage to get out of combat, you could just switch back. You could just switch back to what you originally had on. You can just wait for the cooldown again, and then if you ever need to pop it, you pop it on real quick, you take your fall damage. You know what I mean, right? Like, in my opinion, that's really handy. I think that's actually really handy, because even like the health, the max health you can have on this thing is 8 health, right? So you're gonna be missing out on like 5 health and 3% physical if you don't have a min-max Confessor's Charm on, which is what pretty much everyone who's comp runs, right? But that's only a 10-minute cooldown. In my opinion, I think it's pretty worthy of being like used. Again, it's only going to be like 1% fall damage from the pretty much tallest jumps in Deep Woken. So yeah, in my opinion, I think it's worth grabbing, and anyone should have it on their build, especially if they're going to do overall ganks. Just want to give my review on it, and that's all we have to say. I'll be catching you guys later. All right, peace.